Carbide burrs, precision rotary tools renowned for their ability to grind, deburr, and shape materials ranging from metals to composites, embody a fascinating intersection of metallurgy and physics, where the intricate design of their tungsten carbide structure enables efficient material removal through controlled shear and thermal management. At the heart of their performance lies the carbide material itself, a sintered composite primarily composed of tungsten carbide, WC particles bonded with a cobalt matrix, typically 6 to 15% by weight, which achieves extraordinary hardness, around 88 to 94 HEERA on the Rockwell scale, and toughness, far surpassing high-speed steel tools that soften above 600 degrees Celsius. Metallurgically, this composition arises from powder metallurgy processes. Fine WC grains, 1 to 10 microns, are mixed with cobalt powder, pressed into shape, and sintered at 1,400 to 1,600 degrees Celsius under vacuum to form a ceramic metal hybrid, with a density of 14.5 to 15.5 grams per cubic centimeter, creating a microstructure where the angular WC facets provide cutting edges, while the ductile cobalt binder absorbs shocks, preventing brittle fracture during high-stress operations. This balance is crucial in physics terms, as the Burr's rotation at 10,000 to 30,000 RPM generates immense centrifugal forces, up to 100 G, and frictional heat, yet the material's low thermal conductivity, 46 to 80 watts per meter Kelvin, and high melting point, 2,870 degrees Celsius for WEE, ensure stability, allowing the tool to maintain geometry under loads that would deform lesser materials. Envision an educational visual here, a magnified cross-section diagram of the carbide microstructure, showing interlocking WC polyhedra embedded in a cobalt C, with arrows illustrating stress distribution where cobalt deforms plastically to cushion impacts, narrated as a dynamic animation where applied force waves propagate through the grains, dissipating energy without cracking the lattice. The physics of carbide burr cutting revolves around the principles of orthogonal cutting and chip formation, where the burr's flutes interact with the workpiece to induce shear deformation along a primary shear plane, transforming bulk material into chips through plastic flow rather than brittle fracture. In this model, the burr acts as a single-point cutter rotating tangentially against the substrate, creating a shear angle, typically 10 to 30 degrees, that determines the cutting force required, governed by Merchant's equation, where shear stress tau equals F sub s divided by A sub s, with F sub s as the shear force and A sub s the shear area, minimized by optimizing rake angle to reduce energy input, often 1 to 5 joules per cubic millimeter for metals. Flute geometry plays a starring role here. The helical or straight flutes, spaced 30 to 60 degrees apart, channel chips away from the cutting zone, preventing recutting that would spike forces and heat. For instance, double-cut flutes with crossed patterns, 60-degree intersection, enhance shear efficiency by fracturing chips into smaller segments, lowering the mean shear plane thickness from 0.1 mm to 0.05 mm, and reducing cutting forces by 20 to 40% compared to single-cut designs. This geometry exploits the physics of fracture mechanics, where the flute's rake face, positive 5 to 15 degrees, promotes continuous chip curl. Curling radius r equals t over sine of phi with t as uncut thickness and phi as shear angle, facilitating evacuation and minimizing built-up edges that cause poor surface finishes, raw greater than 3.2 microns. Narrate the concept with an educational visual, an animated side view diagram of a burr flute engaging steel, showing the shear plane as a glowing orange band sliding material into a curling chip that spirals out like a spring, with force vectors, blue arrows, compressing along the rake face. As the flute rotates, the animation highlights chip segmentation in double-cut versus long ribbons in single-cut, with a graph overlay plotting reduced shear stress, tau dropping from 500 megapascals to 350 megapascals, illustrating how geometry tames the chaotic physics of deformation into predictable flow. Heat dissipation, a critical byproduct of cutting physics, is profoundly influenced by flute geometry, as frictional energy, 90% of total input, converts to thermal gradients that can exceed 800 degrees Celsius at the tool chip interface, risking tempering of the workpiece or softening the carbide binder if not managed. The underlying principle is Fourier's law of conduction, Q equals minus K key nabla T, where Q is heat flux and K thermal conductivity. But in burrs, convection and advection via chip removal dominate. Flutes act as heat sinks by exposing fresh surfaces to air or coolant with wider flute spacing, 0.5 to 1 millimeter, in coarse designs promoting airflow that carries away 60 to 70% of generated heat, up to 10 to the power of 6 watts per square meter, while finer flutes in double cuts enhance conduction along the carbide's path. Metallurgically, the cobalt binder's higher conductivity, 100 watts per meter Kelvin versus WC's 80, aids internal dissipation, but flute design optimizes this by increasing surface area for convective cooling, reducing interface temperatures by 200 to 300 degrees Celsius and preventing diffusion wear where atoms migrate from workpiece to tool. In titanium machining, for example, where low conductivity, 21.9 watts per meter Kelvin, traps heat, helical flutes with 45-degree twists induce turbulent flow, boosting heat transfer coefficients, H equals 500 to 1,000 watts per square meter Kelvin, and maintaining tool life beyond 100 minutes. Educational visual narration. Picture a thermal imaging animation of a burr cross-section during aluminum cutting, color-coded from red-hot spots, 900 degrees Celsius at rake face, radiating outward. As flutes engage, animated heat plumes, orange gradients, vent through channels like exhaust ports, cooling the core to yellow, 400 degrees Celsius, with coolant mist icons spraying blue waves, accompanied by a temperature decay graph where flute geometry curves show faster dissipation. Tau equals 5 seconds to 200 degrees Celsius versus solid tools, tau equals 20 seconds, demystifying how physics and metallurgy collaborate to sustain cutting integrity. Beyond flutes, the overall burr physics involves tribology, the study of friction, wear, and lubrication at interfaces, where the carbide's low coefficient of friction, 0.2 to 0.4 dry, against metals minimizes adhesive wear, but flute geometry influences this by controlling contact time and pressure distribution. In shear force terms, the flute's relief angle, 5 to 10 degrees behind the cutting edge, reduces rubbing friction, lowering orthogonal force components. Fc equals tau times b times h divided by sin phi, with b width and h depth, while positive rake promotes ductile shear over brittle chipping, especially in alloys like stainless steel prone to work hardening, increased hardness from 200 to 400 HV under strain. Heat dissipation ties back to this, as efficient chip removal via flutes limits secondary heating from re-welded debris. Adhering to Arrhenius kinetics, where reaction rates double every 10 degrees Celsius rise, potentially accelerating diffusion at 700 degrees Celsius. Narrate with a visual, an interactive diagram of flute tribology, zooming on the rake face where shear planes slide like tectonic plates, friction vectors, red, clashing with lubrication films, green, and heat maps pulsing outward until flutes evacuate. The animation sequencing from initial contact, high Fs equals 200 newtons, to steady state, Fs equals 100 newtons, with equations fading in to explain the balance, educating on how metallurgy's atomic bonds withstand the physics of atomic scale interactions. The science of carbide burr cutting thus reveals a symphony of metallurgy and physics, where tungsten carbide's resilient microstructure enables flute geometries to orchestrate shear forces and heat dissipation with elegant precision. From the shear plane's plastic flow to the flute's convective escape of thermal energy, these principles ensure tools that perform under duress, narrated through visuals that bring abstract concepts to life, diagrams of microstructures cushioning shocks, animations of curling chips taming forces, and thermal plumes venting heat, illuminating why carbide burrs remain a cornerstone of modern fabrication, blending material strength with physical insight for unparalleled cutting efficacy.